Good day, everybody. It is Captain Marty. Thank you for stopping by for your daily fishing report. And we got lots of stuff to talk about here on the day before Thanksgiving, especially if you like pier fishing and you like to put something in on the table other than turkey. So stay right where you're at. I'll be right back.
Ready to enjoy the Outer Banks the way it was meant to be enjoyed? Then you're ready to take the whole family to Jeanette's Pier in Nags Head. Start with a walk on the 1,000-foot-long pier to watch the sunrise or a reel in the catch of the day. Some of the best fishing on the East Coast is right here at Jeanette's Pier. Plus, Jeanette's Pier plays host to various events throughout the year, including professional surfing events. For the best day you'll have on the Outer Banks, go to Jeanette'sPier.net or give us a call at 252-255-1501. Jeanette's Pier, milepost 16.5, Nags Head.
Fishing Ocracoke is the ultimate lifetime dream for a lot of people. Captain Ernest with Gecko Sport Fishing and the Drum Runner can help you achieve that dream to the fullest. Whether you're looking to go offshore for tuna, mahi, and billfish, or inshore for puppy drum, speckled trout, and more, Gecko Sport Fishing and the Drum Runner can go from 2 feet to 2,000 feet of water. Full day, half day, and evening trips are available. Call Captain Ernest at 252-921-0095. Gecko Sport Fishing and the Drum Runner. Make your Ocracoke fishing dream a reality.
All right, our offshore fishing is holding about the same. A few changes, one very important change for the Oregon Inlet fleet, but down to Hatteras, it's all about this time of year live baiting, light tackle, and big king mackerel. Really one of the ultimate fun things to do that's hands-on. You're holding the poles, you're feeling the bite, and the tackle's geared down light enough where it's a real true challenge in the fishing world. And then a fresh king mackerel, there's a million different ways you can cook it. And if you're thinking mackerel like Tinker mackerel or cigar minnows or something, don't think that, because a fresh king mackerel out of this cool water right now, really good to eat, just like any fresh fish is. So don't turn your nose up. You snapper and grouper people, eat a king mackerel. So that's going on down there. A few blackfin tunas still in their catches. The fleet is very small, and it gets even smaller through Thanksgiving week because everybody, of course, is vacationing and eating a lot of turkey. But I did mention the Oregon Inlet fleet has had an uptick the last couple days in their tuna fishing. So they went from almost exclusively blackfin tuna to some nice catches of yellowfin tunas. And some of them were some nice ones too, what we call the city boys, 50 to 60 pounds. But even that was not the biggest tuna because they also caught numerous big eye tuna. And the big eyes are averaging 100 to 200 pounds. So that is great. A couple of them even a little bit bigger than that. So they caught blackfin tuna, big eye tuna, and yellowfin tuna. We also have gotten reports that some of the bluefins that they'll be fishing for in January are moving down, and they're already seeing some of them up off Rudy Inlet, Virginia Beach. So that's all really, really good. But the surf fishing is where all the talk is. Right now on the northern piers, and probably all of the piers, but I got a couple reports yesterday, like one from the Nags Head Pier. It said that the red drum and the black drum and all the sea mullet you would want were biting. Now that's a good thing. When you can say anytime you can go fishing and catch all you want, that's pretty good. And those guys on the pier can set you straight on how to do it, what to use for bait. They can even wrench your tackle. If you're down here on Thanksgiving vacation, go wet a line. You don't need anything. You go on a pier, you don't even need a fishing license. So all of our piers are doing catches like that, and they're still catching a few of the bigger drum, some slot size, and a few over slot size as far as the red drum. But the sea mullet is one thing. They're catching a few bluefish, a few sharks. Water temperatures in the surf and pier fishing, at least on the northern beaches, is in the neighborhood of 60 degrees. So that's something to think about. Now, another nice catch, Andy Fitch and his sons Macon and Henry, fishing down off Ocracoke. They caught a 41-inch red drum, which is one of numerous red drum we had in the surf down on Ocracoke at Cape Point that were in the 41 to 45-inch size range. Of course, that's all catch and release fishing, but it also is a bucket list once-in-a-lifetime fish, and it's also the North Carolina's official state fish. And not all of them were so big you had to let them go. There was a lot of puppy drum caught, a few black drum, and we're still seeing a few bluefish in the catches as well. So that's a great report for all that. We're going to take a little break right here, and I'm going to be back in a minute to tell you about this trout bite that's going on back in the Sound.
Hi, I'm Captain Jay Cudworth of the Kokomo with Paradise Dolphin Cruises at Safe Harbor Marina in Wanchese. I want to invite you to take a ride out on the Roanoke Sound to see the majestic bottlenose dolphins up close. As a native, I'll be telling you stories from these waters as a boy growing up in Wanchese. Nature and history have combined to make this area unique, and I love sharing this special place with special people. So come on aboard with me and my crew and experience the real beauty of the Outer Banks. For more information, go online to ParadiseDolphinCruises.com. Again, this is Captain Jay. I look forward to seeing you soon.
All right, so the trout bite is, one report says, red hot. Now, one thing you got to think about, it's been good. I knew it's been good. I knew the trout, the biggest body of the speckled trout are moving west across the sound. It seems like they're more over on the Belhaven side, but one thing you have to know, even wherever you're at, if you're off Swan Quarter, there's a good bite going on there. If you're off Englehart, even if you're still fishing around Roanoke Island or back of Hatteras, these trout are on the move. So where you went yesterday and caught them is maybe not going to be the spot to go today unless you're all the way over there on that western end. So that's one thing the trout people tell me. If you where you went yesterday, if you go back the next day and don't get a bite, move. The other thing is if you went out there and caught them on a strawberry colored lure one day and you go back the next day all hankering to do the same thing on the same lure and you don't get a bite, you need to switch colors, because trout also are known for not biting on the same thing 2 days in a row. So again, that's all subjective to what you're doing, what you're seeing, things like that. But there's a very good trout bite going on. There's still puppy drum being caught in the sound. I don't hear of any big drum, although that could be happening, but most of them have gone to the ocean. Bluefish, though, still being caught. And for a couple boats that were bottom fishing, the sea mullet bites on in the sound as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on here on the day before Thanksgiving. And tomorrow, of course, everybody will be eating turkey and things like that. I do know that the oyster business is typical, has been really, really good over the last few days for these guys, especially the aquaculturists, the ones that are farming them. Same oyster, but really perfect in size and very salty and very good. Most of your major fish houses can steer you to some of those today at some point, and you might find some. You might check with Mike and Matt down at Fresh Catch, and if they don't have them, they can steer you to someone that does. That's in Wanchese, Fresh Catch Seafood. Or you might check with Luke Midget at Insane Seafood. He has a retail operation in Columbia, and then he also has a wholesale operation where you can still go and buy directly off the dock in Stumpy Point. So, that's something you can do, and that is Sane, SEINE, Insane Seafood. You can find their number, or you can check them out on the internet and see if you can still get some oysters. I talked to some people yesterday from Manny that ran over to Swan Quarter and bought them directly off the boat. In fact, they waited till the boat came to the dock, and that's about as fresh as you're going to get. So I'm not worried about oysters. I'm delivering collards today, and man, I got a truck full of them. I may have a few extras. We'll see, because it takes a lot of collards to make a pot of collards. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. We have so much to be thankful for, and especially those people in the western part of the state. I hope they get their holiday in as best they can with all the stuff that's going on over there. But we do have a lot to be thankful for just living in the United States. So everybody have a happy Thanksgiving with your family, travel safely, and God bless.